Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the Doppler radar in HD showing is going to be raining right here in Baltimore. So the rain is going to be picking up in the state of Maryland, in Baltimore, even in Washington for a couple hours. The rain is going to be all over, which is in Washington County, Garrett County, and Allegheny County. So the rain is going to be picking up on different directions on the northwest. The northwest rain is going to be pushing through. So the rain is going to be starting in about 2.5 hours. So, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to stay dry. Showing the wind. The wind is going to be in Baltimore BWI Airport, 9 miles per hour. Same thing in Salisbury and Frederick. Cumberland, same thing. Hagerstown, 8 miles per hour. Easton, 10 miles per hour. And Pocomoke City, 8 miles per hour, just like in Hagerstown. So the color that we're in is blue. Clouds are going to be everywhere in Maryland. So it's everywhere of the clouds are going to be moving. So the direction of the clouds is going to be on the northeast. I mean, northbound. So the northbound is pushing through the clouds. We're mostly on the blue, showing with more than 70%, 80%, nearly 80%, nearly 70%, and 70% even. Except Garrett County, the green one showing 60s and 50s. 50s and 60s, it's going to be blue in Garrett County. All over the counties, we're showing the blue. So we have different colors with the visibility in Maryland. So we do have the green, the blue, and gray. I'll say it again. Gray, green, and blue. So showing Baltimore, 5 mile. Frederick, 10.40. Hagerstown, 16.80. Cumberland, 19.60. Easton, 7.9 mile. Salisbury, 12.20. Pocomoke City, 13.10 mile. And finally, with the Lexington Park, 5.2. Tomorrow is going to be a different colors of blue, green, red, and purple. The sea level pressure that we're definitely showing is going to be nearly 30 inch. That's what it says right there. The dew point that we're definitely showing is going to be on the 60s, nearly 60s. And the color that we're in, of course, green. The air quality that we're definitely showing is going to be green. Showing in Baltimore with the 33 is going to be good. You don't have to enjoy outdoor activities because it's going to be raining outside later on. And it's okay to open windows. The numbers that we're definitely showing. Besides Baltimore 33, Frederick showing 34, Hagerstown 31, Cumberland 35, Easton 28, Salisbury 31, Pocomoke City 34, and Lexington Park 32. The pollen that we're definitely showing is 3 of the different colors. So mostly that we're showing is high of orange. So that's all over in these counties. But in Hagerstown, which is in Washington County, and a little bit in Allegheny County, showing is going to be the yellow, which is going to be moderate. In Garrett County, if you live in Garrett County, showing is going to be low of the green. Of course, the numbers showing is going to be the lower of 15. That's in Cumberland. We're mostly on the 70s, 60s, and 50s. Temperatures are going to be warmer, but later on it's going to be wet outside. So you have to be aware, if you're outside, you have to just go inside and just stay dry as always and keep yourself cool. We don't want you to be sweaty outside. Temperatures are going to be on the nearly of the 70s and more than 70s. So everywhere in the state of Maryland, we're mostly on the nearly of the 70s. And we do have 70s in Washington and even in Easton. So 70s in Washington and Easton, and then more than 60s in Perryville, Oakland, and that's it. And of course with nearly 70s in Frederick, Cumberland, Hagerstown, Westminster, Annapolis, Bel Air, Elkton, and Rock Hall. Cloudy is going to be in Perryville, Frederick, Cumberland, Hagerstown, Washington, Annapolis, Bel Air, Elkton, Rock Hall, and Easton. And the only light rain, which is in Westminster, and then the only mostly cloudy, which is in Oakland, Maryland. The sunrise is going to be at 6:03 a.m., sunset 8:03 p.m. We know today is going to be light rain with nearly 70 degrees, and then tomorrow is going to be partly sunny, which is going to be 76 degrees. The rest of the forecast for all over in the state of Maryland showing Wednesday with mostly sunny with 75 degrees, Thursday with 76 degrees, mostly sunny also. The rain is going to be on Friday with 64 degrees, Saturday with 70 degrees, partly sunny. And then Sunday with 76 degrees, sunny. And of course, next Monday will be 73 degrees, sunny.